Findlay, Ohio is perhaps best known as the hometown for longtime Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Ben Roethlisberger. But he may not be the town's only high-profile QB for much longer. Findlay High School's current signal caller seems to have a bright future as well.
That's this week's 5-star feature. It's known as Flag City, USA. Findlay, Ohio started using that term during a Flag Day celebration in 1968 and officially adopted the nickname a few years later. But another way for a town to become famous is being the home of a likely Hall of Famer. Before he was winning Super Bowls with the Pittsburgh Steelers, Ben Roethlisberger was the quarterback for the Findlay Trojans, and you'll now see his name all over the school's facilities.
If you go into our weight room, there's a lot of equipment that he helped donate to us that we're very appreciative of and that we use. Also, he's connected to our youth program. That field was actually named after him, the Ben Roethlisberger Field. That's about down the street from us. So he's been super active as far as our facilities and our community is concerned.
Today, the Trojans have another highly recruited signal caller, Ryan Montgomery. Though a knee injury has ended his senior season prematurely, Ryan has come too far to let that slow down his pursuit of his long-term dreams. Ryan actually got started pretty late in football. He didn't play at all until the 7th grade. His parents had concerns about head and neck injuries in youth football, so they encouraged all of their boys to play other sports first.
My dad didn't let any of us play football, like youth football, like 4th, 5th, 6th grade. He always just wanted us to protect our heads, and it was really just a protection thing.
Mike just really wanted to make sure, that their heads and necks were always safe, because he felt that if you had some of the skills like footwork and speed, some of the plyometrics that you get from the other sports, that will transfer really easily over to football as you get a little bigger and add some bulk.
I knew I could throw the ball pretty well. Obviously, I played baseball growing up, pitched, so I kind of just wanted to try it, and I kind of did pretty well my 7th grade year, so I just wanted to stick with it and see what I could do.
Ryan is the type of athlete who can try a new sport and naturally be pretty good at it, and that includes golf. While he's all in on football at the moment, getting out on the course remains his favorite escape.
Straight down the middle.
I would say I'm a pretty good golfer. So I did golf a little bit growing up. I still do now, and I'm pretty natural.
Ryan is annoyingly good at everything. Have you ever met somebody that they try something and they're good at it and they just beat you and you've been doing it your whole life?
Actually, when I was younger, I think I was 12 years old, I shot a 78 here at the country club, and it's a really tough course.
He's been an excellent golfer his whole life. It's actually something Mike and I always wished he would have pursued first. He still to this day says, when I am done with football, I might try to go to the PGA.
Ryan's rapid ability to learn and excel in a sport applies to football too. He picked up the basics of playing quarterback pretty quickly, so much so they became Findlay's starter in his freshman year. As he's developed, he's really embraced all the off-field work that can transform a young man with a strong arm into a highly recruited quarterback.
Obviously, he loves the craft of the game. Like, he just loves ball. So he gives a lot of time and attention to his craft. I think that's kind of really put him where he is now.
Ryan's thirst for knowledge can never be satisfied. He works year-round with a quarterback trainer, and he even got the opportunity to work with Findlay's most famous alum.
Your hip's good, like that. I would have no problem with that.
Yeah, so my dad's always had a pretty good relationship with Big Ben. So I was able to go out and train with him this past summer. He put me through the ringer. It was a tough workout, but I mean, I was kind of just soaking in as much as I can from him, because when you're around a player of that caliber who's been to where you want to be, like, you just want to sit and listen to everything he's saying and learn as much as you can.
Pretty cool. He's a great guy and a good friend of our families, and just I know is a big fan of our boys, and we're even greater fans of his. And the things that he has been able to teach Ryan, even with the little bit of time they've spent together, is a skill set and things that Ryan will have in his toolbox forever.
While he's not going to be able to help his team on the field for the rest of this season, Ryan still has plenty to offer from the sideline. He's always been a leader who cares about his teammates before himself.
We'll go coach up the offense real quick. Safety's cheating to the right. Get your head around. Hey, it's 12. I'd be such a dog at tight end, receiver.
I love seeing my friends and peers succeed. I just want to do whatever I can to help them in life, in football, whatever the case may be.
Probably the number one thing I would say about Ryan, and he's extremely loyal. I mean, very, very loyal. Loyal to his friends, his family, his teammates. but he's also going to expect excellence out of you because he expects it first and foremost out of himself.
He loves his teammates, not just even just football, everybody, right? They just want to see everybody win. How does Ryan show that? Well, we have a college showcase where coaches come down, and it's an awesome day, an awesome event. And Ryan obviously has a bunch of big opportunities going for him. He doesn't have to throw in this event. And it's not even a question. Like, I remember one time saying, hey, I just want to make sure we're all good to go. He goes, yeah, I'm throwing, right? Like, he was excited about it, and he wants to do it because he wants to see his teammates be successful.
Ryan is committed to the Georgia Bulldogs. Given his injury and the stable of quarterbacks Georgia currently has, Ryan is likely to spend his freshman year getting healthy and learning the offense. But he's confident Georgia is where he wants to be for his long-term development.
Just the first time I visited there, I just had the feeling like, this is where I want to be. So when I got that opportunity, that committable offer is really a no-brainer for me. They're the standard in college football. The ultimate dream for me is the NFL. I'd love to make it to the NFL. I want to have a great college career, and obviously I want to get better each and every day in the best way I can.
Wherever life takes Ryan Montgomery in the future, you can bet that this talented athlete will make Flag City, USA proud.